Have you guys noticed that I've been using a different camera for the past few game vlog videos? I literally have a DS, not a DSLR, it's a mirrorless camera. But I've been using it because the quality is a little bit better. It kind of blurs the background a little bit. Didn't know if y'all noticed. I feel pretty good about it. Anyway, I don't make videos like this super often, almost ever actually. I usually just like to kind of yap about the games that I'm playing, and maybe occasionally yap about something that's in the gaming news space or something like that. But we went Black Friday shopping, of course, over the weekend, and I use the term shopping lightly because we don't. It's not like we're not made of money, so I don't go and just like spend a bunch. I just like to go and kind of see things, and if anything is just kind of super worth the purchase, then it's something I might delve into. And we went to several places on Black Friday. We went to like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, World Market. I went with my wife, of course. And she wanted to hit all these places, and Barnes and Noble and stuff. And we ended up deciding not to go to the mall for obvious reasons. But before we ended up leaving and going back home for the day, we decided to swing by Target just to get a couple of things and kind of check things out. Well, while we were there, we were kind of perusing and just checking things out, and my wife texted me and said that there was basically a really decent clearance section in the back of the store. And it's not something that I really expected, but it's something that we found. And whenever I went back there, for some reason, Target had a bunch of their video games like clearanced out. Like they were completely just clearanced, and they're all on this like back shelf where almost no one would look. It's like facing, at least the Target I was at, it was facing the like their back like employee door that leads to their like in-store warehouse. And it was just, I have a picture of it. I might throw it up right here just so you can kind of see like what the shelf looked like. But it had a bunch of games on it that were clearanced, and I ended up buying about 5 games. So I bought 2 PlayStation 5 games, and I bought 3 Xbox games. And I wanted to just kind of show you one by one like what the prices were, like the before and after, and then the games that I chose. And there wasn't like, I don't know if I would call any of these like 5-star, like 10 out of 10 games. One of them probably, and you'll know which by the time I tell you about it. But I thought they were good purchases for what they were and for how discounted they were. And I'm a big physical game guy, just kind of based on my shelving and stuff back here. But I'm a big physical game guy, so seeing all the physicals there for really inexpensive kind of really made me want to like grab them, honestly. So without further ado, the first game that I purchased was Forza Motorsport. It's the newer like racing sim Forza Motorsport. You can see the yellow like clearance sticker right there on the top. But yeah, so this one, normal price $70, got it for $20. And sure, like, yeah, is it on Game Pass? Of course. And I could download it and play it on Game Pass, but they only had one clearanced physical copy of it left. I love physical copies. I don't necessarily love racing sims like Forza Motorsport. I'm more of a Forza Horizon kind of guy. But especially with the news earlier in the year that they might be like ceasing production on like motorsport games, kind of made me want to just go ahead and get the physical copy if I could find it. And especially if I can find it new for really inexpensive. So that's what I ended up picking up there. That's the first of 5. So that's one of the Xbox ones that I got. So I'm going to put that one over here. And this is probably the best reviewed game out of all of them, but I got this one on PS5. This is the Prince of Persia Lost Crown on PS5. So this one, I guess full price physically is $40, and it was discounted down to $12 as a physical game. I've never played a Prince of Persia game in my life before, but I've heard this one is absolutely phenomenal. Of course, I've played a lot of like Assassin's Creed, like who hasn't? But I've heard really good things about this. When I found the physical copy of this one was only $12. Like, why not? Like, I don't even know how much this is digitally right now, but and yeah, I usually main on Xbox if you've watched me at all, but I usually main on my Xbox. But if the price is right, I will play on both. It's fine. Like, I play exclusives on my PS5 currently, so if I if I find something inexpensive enough, I'll just buy it on PlayStation and play it there. It's totally cool. But yeah, really excited about this one. Give it a shot eventually. Of course, I'm still kind of debating whether I should play Silent Hill 2 for a New Game Plus playthrough. So we'll see how fast I actually get to some of these. The third one that I found on Xbox, which I feel indifferent about, but I'm still going to give it a shot. It's Avatar, The Frontiers of Pandora, the Avatar that they made for like newer consoles. This one they had marked at $50, but I got it for $14.99. I'm telling you a lot of this, so if you are interested in any of these, like you might check your local Target clearance section because they're probably getting rid of a lot of games. And there was more games there than even what I got here. It's just I wasn't interested in a lot of them. I just got the ones that I kind of thought would be cool. But I've heard this game is very, Far Cry-esque. It feels like Far Cry, but it's Avatar. And Far Cry is great. So I'm like, why not? I'll give it a shot. But for $15 for a physical copy, it's the special edition. It says it includes additional content. I have no idea what else. Oh, it's a cosmetic pack. So virtually useless, but it's $15 and it's a physical copy. So plan to give this one a shot eventually, probably whenever there's like a drought in games, inevitably at some point. But there's that one, Avatar on Xbox. My last PS5 purchase that I got at Target, which I was kind of surprised to find this one in the clearance section for how kind of new this game is. But it's speaking of Assassin's Creed, it was Assassin's Creed Shadows. So they had the PS5 version of Assassin's Creed Shadows. It looks like it's originally marked $62.99, but it was marked down to $18. And they actually had a few copies of this, almost like it's, I guess, hard for them to sell. I mean, I get it, but hard for them to sell. But I've wanted to try this one since it came out. I've not bought it on anything yet because I thought the 70 was far too expensive and I wasn't going to buy it for 70. Same with the last game that I'll show you. But I wasn't going to spend that much money on this one. I wanted this one to be inexpensive when I got it. I've heard some good things. I haven't heard that it's like terrible. I've heard it's kind of more of the same for what they've been doing lately, like with Valhalla, Odyssey, and Origins. So here's to hoping that this one actually is pretty decent. And I'm hoping that it is. I'm not going to try this one immediately because if it's the same as the others, I'll get to it. I just won't. Yeah, it won't be a priority. This is going to be a backlog game. But for $18 for physical, can't really say no to that. So if you like Assassin's Creed and you're waiting, maybe go check your local Target. Cool. And then the last one was probably the one I was most surprised to find, though there was only one copy of it left at my Target whenever I went there. But this is the Star Wars Outlaws, but it's Star Wars Outlaws the Gold Edition. So it's the game with the season pass, and it has like all the good stuff with it. So all the DLC. Now this one, originally marked at $90, is marked down to $26. So I thought $26 for Star Wars Outlaws. I didn't play it when it came out. Naturally, I didn't buy it because I like Star Wars. I don't love Star Wars, and this game has always interested me, but I've never felt the need to go out of my way to buy it because I thought, naturally, I still think that 70 is a lot for a lot of games, and if I'm going to spend that much money, it's going to be on a game that I really, really want to play. And thankfully, Silent Hill 2 dropped for like 35, so that's incredible. But surprised, to say the least, to even find this. I did not expect to find this there. Right when I saw that it said Gold Edition on top, I was like, well, now's a better time than ever to try to give this game a shot, because I know this one's also been like updated since it came out. This one has had a lot of when it came out, there was a lot of like fan backlash. There was a lot of Ubisoft updating things. But yeah, this one has everything in it. I think the game is actually okay now from what I've seen, but for $26 and you get like the full game in its entirety, I don't think you can really go wrong with that. But yeah, so most of these, funnily enough, so like 4 out of the 5 of these are literally like Ubisoft games. So Prince of Persia, Avatar, Assassins, and the Star Wars game. And only one of them, of course, Xbox exclusive, or Xbox published and exclusive. But still not a bad like little haul, like honestly, as it goes. You should definitely pop into your local Target if you haven't already. Maybe your wife will be like mine, or girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever, and they'll tell you, hey, there's some clearance games in the back. Go check it out. If you're a big physical person. I know I was talking to the Target employee there whenever I was checking out, and he was a PC guy, so I couldn't really be like, hey, man, physical copies. But yeah, super cool stuff. You'll never know what you're going to find whenever and this isn't even like a Black Friday sale. This was just in their clearance section. I don't think we bought anything. Oh, no, I take it back. This sweater that I'm wearing, it's a Black Friday sweater, but it's a nice little Christmas sweater and it's cute. But yeah, so those are the 5 games that I got on Black Friday. And did you end up getting anything good? Did you guys get something great for Black Friday? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to talk to you about it, especially if I missed out on something. I would like to feel bad for it on my own time. So thank you for that ahead of time. But thanks for sticking around for this video if you have. I'm probably going to have another video out after this one because I just completed Silent Hill 2. And the last video I made that should have posted by now. If it hasn't, it's the next one. But the last video I made, I loved Silent Hill 2 when I was halfway through it, and now I've finished it. So I'm ready to kind of yap more about Silent Hill 2. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's Black Friday shopping with your boy, Austin. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. And we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.